I spent a year, was it 2016? Yeah, it was 2016 I did. Yeah, I spent a year applying for jobs. 172 job applications I applied for. And I got 3 responses. One of them I went far in the process, but I didn't make it into, I think they maybe had 4 rounds. So I didn't make it past the second round. The second one was somebody, because of how my resume reads, was just curious. Yeah. It was very clear that they just wanted to A, am I real? And B, why am I applying for the job that I was applying for? Yeah. And then the other one cancelled as I was on my way to the interview. And at the time, I had
cancelled the interview.
Yeah,
when you were on your way
to the interview. So I have beef, right, with people in HR because of your ATS system. And I only came to hear about ATS when I started working with you. I didn't know. I was applying and responding to these job descriptions from the bottom of my heart. Yes. As somebody who really wanted to go into this job and show up. So I think it's also, one of my nieces likes to go, well, the tables have turned. Because, we have had a lot of gatekeeping. We, the workers, have had a lot of gatekeeping around jobs that we were qualified, in my case, overly qualified for. But these systems that have no thought of, there's no humanity to them. Yes. Your ATS systems would spit us out. So comes your LLM, comes your ChatGPT, and now that's the bit of an equalizer. So now you kind of have to be inundated with 3,000 applications for a job because at some point, and I think that's where I always say to you, I always go to root cause, right? Like we have to think about the power dynamic. Yes. It was all well and good when you guys had the ATS, and I keep saying you guys, but when the HR people had the ATS to gatekeep, but now when we are using the thing to sort of resist and subvert, you're having frustration conversations at your conferences. That's again, where I'm always like, this is where I would love for us, when these moments come, for us to stop and remember that these are tools that we created. Yeah. Right? And so how are we just making sure that there is our own human intervention of rationale and how these tools work? I remember when you and I started working together and you told me about this ATS system, and thinking the way I had been trained, because when I was now seriously applying for jobs, I'd been out of the conventional world of work for a while. Right? And so I was applying for jobs the way the last I had applied for a job before I started my NGO was 2009. Yeah. So I remember that you get the job description, you look at your CV, you look at the mission, you speak to the mission, there was this phrase that we had, and I gotten it from my friends who were working at Deloitte and places like that, because I love corporate speak. I have to say that is the one thing that I bring into the nonprofit space, that people just look at me when I'm like, shall we circle back? You need to sunset that. I love corporate speak. So I would use all these phrases, and then you were like, girl, not out anymore.
Yeah, we have to look at those keywords. And, your answer to the first question, I'm going to say that I totally agree with you. And in that particular setting, I was that one person that said, but hey, we started it all with requiring with the ATS, requiring keywords, and people said, hey, this is what they want, this is what we're gonna give them, and we have the tools. Now we're gonna use those tools to beat you at your own game. It's just the way it is. So now we've gone full circle now, because what happened was AI came in to beat ATS. Now we need AI to beat AI.
Detect AI.
Detect AI. That's what's happening. They're asking, We're looking for AI.
Sounds
to
like I
detect
should be like placing bets now on this fight. Who's gonna win?